All right, 7:16 here on Fox 2 News in the morning. You know, we see these images on the news almost daily. Violence on the streets, retaliation, murders, and of course, drug activity.
Sometimes this activity is random, but many times the violence is in connection to gang activity on the streets of St. Louis and St. Louis County. So how do you know if there's any gang activity happening in your area? Beth Huebner, criminology professor at St. Louis, is here now to talk about it, and it's a little bit ironic that we're coming out of a story like that, our breaking news story. Certainly we don't know if this is gang related or not. We don't have confirmation about that. But you've done an in-depth study on gang activity in St. Louis. Tell us about it.
Yes, we have. We've interviewed adults and juveniles in the lockup to ask them about guns and gangs and the prevalence in the city and the county.
Now, we've talked before about this. It seems like whenever you hear about these murders in St. Louis, it's the same 10 streets. It's the same 2 or 3 neighborhoods time and time again. Geographic boundaries, is that the perception or is that the reality, and how unique is this to St. Louis?
Well, there are definitely geographic boundaries, but we do see the gang problem spreading into the county, into North County, into Illinois as well. And the gang problem is not unique to St. Louis, but I think the patterns and the types of gangs we have in St. Louis are different than some gangs in LA or New York that you'd hear on the media.
How so?
Yeah, is the whole St. Louis thing again, where we do things our own way here in St. Louis?
We do everything our own way in St. Louis, and we do have affiliations with large gangs, but we see a lot of smaller gangs, a lot of localized gang activity, and our gang problem is younger as well, it seems like, in St. Louis.
Now, we see a lot of community groups, church groups, a lot of peace rallies in and around neighborhoods that are just wrought with gang activity. Are these groups, are these people making an impact? Are they making a dent in the problem and getting to the young people?
I think that sort of effort is really important, and that's where we see gang activity is really localized among really young kids in certain neighborhoods, and getting the word out that we care about you and we care about the neighborhood. That's where we see the biggest impact, is when it's neighborhood specific, because they know the specific issues that are going on in that community.
How can you tell if there is gang activity in your neighborhood? And again, we're talking North County, South County, City, West County, pretty much everywhere. Most people wouldn't even know it. How would you know if there is gang activity in your area?
Well, I mean, the easiest way to see it is probably tagging. You see graffiti, right? And so that can be among more serious gangs. That can be, you know, less serious, just juveniles. If you go deeper into the city, sometimes you'll see teddy bears on poles. And that's often where someone has been murdered, or there's been a serious incident. So that's a great sad reminder as well of gang activity.
All right, Beth. Well, on our website, by the way, we have a link to a video that takes a closer look at gang activity here in St. Louis, so you can check that out at fox2now.com. Beth Huebner, criminology professor at St. Louis, thanks so much. Good to talk to you this morning.
It is 7:19. The Missouri Humane